Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you've been enjoying the live streams, which I've been doing lately. I won't be able to do them for too much longer because as I finish Red Rooster, almost every single page has spoilers in it. So enjoy it while it lasts. Then I'll probably I'll do what I can on spoiler-free days and pages, but enjoy the live streams while they last, because they won't last long. I don't want to spoil the story for you as we finish it. So I will come back though and do more of this chit chats, and I think I'm going to order a whiteboard and do tutorials and drawings in shorter bursts when I'm free and clear of having to draw a book full time. Alright, so I'm going to get right to it. People are trickling in. You'll have to go back and listen to my commentary if you're interested in that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to ink this page that I spent the last day or so penciling. Alright, so these are what I call pencils. It's good enough to ink from for me. I will show you where I started. There's the layout. That's the layout. So you can see I didn't deviate too much. Those are the pencils. Layout, pencils. Mostly happy with it. So the next thing I do is make a copy. Make a copy of my flattened layer. Lighten it up like that so I like to be able to just barely see it, which is probably not fun for y'all. And then from there I can start laying in the blacks. So that's 90% brightness. Got my guide set up. Create another new layer. This will be I'll call this one ink. Alright, then we go in with off we go. It's still not right. It's like that one finger is just like a little off. It already feels wrong to me. Gonna give it a second approach. Sometimes you think maybe working left to right is a good idea, but sometimes it's a better idea to work from front to back. So you start with the foreground and go to the background. Some people start with the darks, like the blackest of the blacks. So there's really three approaches that you can take, and I guess neither of them are really wrong. But once you commit to a certain line weight in a certain place, then it dictates the entire drawing. So you have to be very kind of just aware of that. sloppy. Come on over. Come on over. We'll be here. You know how to get a hold of me. I just realized my sound is off. Took a little bit of a different approach on this one for the inking. Instead, just looking for this little, most necessary thin mix, and then complementing it with a big brushy black, which creates a minimalist kind of look. You stay away from the medium weight lines as much as possible, because the medium weight lines tend to flatten everything out. And this is a very dramatically lit scene, so that thick to thin, negative look is really what we want here. Honestly, this page this inking style I used a lot on Captain America stuff. It's not a style, it's an approach. I'd like to find a way to backlight this hand. Maybe have a lightning bolt going between him and the hand. That'd be a good idea. And then I could use some chunky blacks here. Excuse me.
I'll redraw the lightning bolts. I just need to get something there. It's not crude. And then I'll put another little layer in here to do another little mock-up. So I want to take this hand and make it like a backlit. So I want to see how that's going to look. Yeah, I think that'll work in general. good teeth. Less is usually more. Just want to leave as much up to interpretation as possible. There we go. All right. I went on many channels. I was on my own. Anyway, this is all ridiculous. I'm tired of it. Just want to draw and finish my book. There's something. Here we go. That was bothering me. Let's try this hand again with a different approach to the light.
I'm having some internet lag.
All right, let's see. I like doing back and forths. Oops. Oh, I resized it. Before, after.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better. He's got that. He's grimacing, not smiling. Poor rooster. All right, some of these lines over here I think are too thick. Yeah, they're definitely too thick. Or maybe I'm just a little obsessive. Yeah, look at that. Now the negative space and your eye fills it in. Sometimes it's what you don't see that makes all the difference. Looks like I'm getting some advice, some business advice. If people only knew what was really going on. If people only knew what was really going on. But you don't. So it just gets made up. Why is this hand giving so much trouble? Only people knew what we've actually created here. We'll find out soon enough. We'll find out soon enough. I did what everybody wanted, what everybody was asking for. I built the way out. I fixed the system. You'll all find out soon enough. I
did what everybody wanted, I get crap for it. Anyway,
Just get upset. Nobody knows what we really did. What's he say, Booger Man? What's he say? Tell it to the people. Hamburger? Yeah. Are you the betrayer of the fans? You are? What? You're the one that betrayed the fans? Did you throw them under the bus? You did? How'd you do that? They're not happy. I'm gonna throw you under a bus. You wouldn't like that, would you? I think everybody wants to see your face.
Let's make an appearance. You ready? You got your gang face on? Gang face!
Look at those furry feet.
What you say? Oh, now you're quiet.
Just about got this licked. I wrestled. This was the hardest daggum part of this whole page. Is this hand. I still don't feel like I nailed it, but we gotta. Some days you just gotta call it. I want to try to do. Get away with it. Well, at least we got to the bottom of it. You threw him under the bus and you admitted it live on the air. Now the internet's gonna come after you. What are you gonna do about it? Lick my fingers. All that, and I'm going to end up probably silhouetting this hand.
This music is okay, but it's getting a little drony. I'm limited to copyright free. Amber, are you an SJW? You don't know what that means? There we go. This sweet cat comes every night and sits on my lap and gets in my way. He likes to cross trouble on there.
There it goes. This shoulder just feels really unresolved. And it definitely is. Whoa. I think I'm going to move on and come back to it. See if I can fix the ear though. The ear feels a little flat. Now it feels a little mushy. Or structuralist. It just feels, it looks like a boxer. All right. Reboot. Let's just do the whole thing over. All right, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to clean up some of my. Dang it, I drew on the wrong layer. That's the worst. Things like that. Does anybody else hold their breath while they're drawing? Or is it just me? It's very stressful. So I'm just trying to clean up some of the underdrawing to get a cleaner look. It should all come together once I get rid of the clutter. You pass out. Yeah, I hold my breath. It's like, I don't even think about it. It's totally subconscious, and then sometimes I realize I haven't had the oxygen in a while. Oh my gosh, the comments never end, these people. No, what someone doesn't do to a friend is let them get run down in a public article and doesn't... Driving me batty. How did an article about us turn to a massive... An article about us has turned into a internet campaign about Ethan Van Sciver. This thing is fucking ridiculous. Sorry, I'm out of here. I shouldn't cuss. Ridiculous. All right, I'm going to read this. I'm going to just read this out loud. People get to see what I deal with here.
I've been trash talked for 2 days.
But the people doesn't speak out against the author of the article.
I did.
But the people they targeted.
I did.
You could have went out and told everyone the author lied.
I told everyone he editorialized, and we were very unhappy.
You could have spoken up to show the people who supported you in the dark days mattered to you.
Oh my gosh, where does this come from?
Where does this come from? This is some deep-seated stuff right here. You sat on the sidelines as they were insulted.
Can you believe this, people? Can you believe this? We get this all the time now.
You are rightfully called out for the betrayal of
Those people. I've betrayed you all. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I have betrayed you. This is how dramatic this stuff is. Can you imagine being this person and living this kind of life? Can you imagine?
And then
this doesn't make me draw any faster.
Okay. Even now, you rewrite history yourself.
Oh my God. That is the projection. It oozes like
Slime. The projection. Insane.
even now I rewrite history. We may be the only decent people left in this whole thing.
All right, it goes on.
This is a long. We're getting essays sent to us. Essays. We are the victims here. Oh my gosh, this is bonkers.
Even now, you rewrite history yourself.
Okay,
Have you listened to these YouTube people? Oh my gosh. Your incredible opportunity to Ethan Van Sciver was to let him under your company umbrella for 50% of the rights of his creations. Hardly a bargain in any sense of the word.
Oh my gosh, if you only knew what this company was doing. You are so wrong. You are so wrong. We've built something fantastic. We have amazing investors, an amazing opportunity. You are so wrong.
You screwed your crowdfunding backers.
They're getting a book in
a few weeks. So I guess it shouldn't be a surprise you'd screwed CG and those who supported you against people like this author.
Oh my gosh, so I cannot believe I'm getting, I told this author that if he wrote, when I figured out he did a bait and switch, I said, if you write this, we're going to get harassed. I thought we would get harassed from SJWs. That's what I thought. We're getting harassed from the other side. I never saw this coming. I thought we were the good guys. This is so disappointing. My long-suffering wife has to deal with this.
Just screw this. From all you've said and done, I see no slander of you.
Oh my gosh.
We've been smeared all over the internet. In fact, I think people are being too polite.
Okay. My wife has spent the last 3 days, and we'll probably spend 3 more days answering curse out comments, messages, and emails.
A pile of them.
Thanks for sending them our way.
Appreciate that. Not really. Shouldn't be sarcastic. You achieved your success thanks to the very people who got backstabbed in that article.
Our fans came. People think I just walked into YouTube and created this. This is bonkers. We've been in the industry for 20 years. Our fans come from everywhere. We love all of them from every background.
But rather than take up for them, you want to throw them out.
Did you hear that? I'm throwing out my fans.
As you don't think you need them anymore. You've done all this to yourself.
You've done it to yourself.
Oh my gosh. This is psycho. You could have prevented it. Whoa, okay. You could have stood up for those who had your back when it mattered. This is psycho. This is psycho. Every day, all day long. Elizabeth hasn't been able to work for a week. Okay, I'm going to block this person. This is bonkers. But you didn't. You chose the easy path. Oh my God, I haven't had a vacation in 2 years. You chose the easy path. I haven't been paid in 1.5 years. And I haven't had vacation in 2 years, but I chose the easy path. Sure. Oh my gosh, psycho. You chose to think only of yourself and the 15 other creators that we help put food on our table. Okay, it goes on. I'm not going to have very nice things to say to this person. Don't play the victim, because it isn't a very good fit. People now see you for who you and what you are. There's no going back, and they won't be fooled again. Like I said, enjoy those 30 pieces of silver. They will have to sustain you for a very long time. Every day. I thought we were the good guys. As in, all of us. This group. This is psycho. I'm tired of it. Oh, and a comment. Didn't you rip off like 200? Oh, I've paused my mic. Sorry. I paused my mic. Probably for the best.
I think they're sending people over to.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that they are, but the audience is live and they're going to come over here and harass you.
All right. Yeah, I know they're coming to be. No, there is no way that. No, the people, they're good people and not harassers. Our audience is good people and they don't harass.
Let's ignore them, stay positive, and let's just move forward and do good work and build people up and not tear people down.
Did you see that comment on Facebook? Can you believe that?
I've read a lot of horrendous comments.
I know, it's every day.
And I've given mass amount of refunds and I haven't been able to work.
I know.
So it's like,
I know. All I want to do is give you peace, and so we can work.
they're saying they did nothing, but for some reason all these people are refunding based off.
Yeah. Of course they said they did nothing, but yet of course.
We're going to get this book done. It's going to be beautiful, and we're going to move on.
This is outrageous.
they see you're upset, they're gonna broadcast it, honey. So. Yeah. Love you.
I love you too, dear. Ugh, now I'm drawing on the damn wrong layer. All right, let me block this person here on Facebook. This is outrageous.
Hey Mitch, they're watching live right now and mocking us and sending people.
Oh, they're watching live and
Stop.
okay,
Stop.
wonderful.
Look, these
Great people.
These used to be your friends. Let's just stop. Look, hey, you're doing awesome work. Let's just keep moving forward, onward and upward. Okay. Look, this was the intended reaction. They're listening to me right now. They're mocking us. So they're getting what they want. The audience is having fun. Mitch.
Yay!
Mitch. Just turn on the music. Keep drawing. Let's get this book done. Get it in people's hands. Show everyone how beautiful it is and what we're doing. All the creators we're taking care of, and let's just move forward. And we're going to do great and awesome things for this industry, for the community and comics. We're going to get comic books back in the hands of kids across the nation, and we're doing great things. Let's not let people tear that down.
I do realize I'm being trolled, and I'm glad everybody's having a laugh and making some coin off of it. That's awesome. That's what friends do. That's what friends do.
Turn on the music and just draw.
I'm sorry, I gotta deal with this crazy person on Facebook. 30 pieces of silver. Oh my gosh.
Where do these people come from? Band. I'm tired of it. I'm not assuming anything, friend. I think I'll be done with YouTube for a while. I probably won't be coming back here again for a while. So, victory. Same thing as last time.
If you do anything at all, you might just correct what happened with the interviewer because it's definitely a lot of confusion around that. People don't understand that the journalist called us and wanted to do a great piece about two artists that were doing awesome things in their community and for the industry. And that was what we thought the piece would be about. And we had a great interview and it was over. And then the journalist called us back unexpectedly and told us he was going to switch the topic of the article. And we got very upset and he started talking about things that had nothing to do with what we
our
were
work
doing and our work and our distribution deal. And he wanted to go off on a tangent about his own ideological, political, and cultural opinions. And we emphatically asked him not to. He did not share all of our what we said. He only shared little bits and parts to fit his own agenda. He had no idea what he was going to say. He had no idea he was going to mention Ethan.
I know that.
Or anybody else.
But the shocking thing is...
I know, but what's being spread is that we knew what that article was, and we did not.
And it's clear because I've said it all over the internet since the day it came out. And nobody reads my stuff. They go and believe the hyperbole, the shock stuff. And then they come and smear it all over our doorstep, and I'm tired of it.
Well, they're going to do it. I mean, they're all getting a big kick out of it, doing it live right now, and the only thing we can do is ignore them and move forward and do the best we can to build up other people and do what we think is right and just shut everything else out, and eventually
well, that's how you win friends and influence people, isn't it? By treating them like that.
I know, but what they're wanting is to see us freak out live, and then they can take that and, make more red meat out of it. So
I thought better. Just thought better.
We can't control what they do, what others do, what others say about us, and we're doing awesome things, which is going to bring a lot of attention our way. And sometimes you just have to. See,
there's Serena. It says she heard me. I spoke out against the article on my drawing stream the other day. Yeah. Claire.
The thing is, these people are going to do what they're going to do. Everyone on every side. We're doing great things. We're getting a lot of attention on ourselves, and people want to do exactly this: take our attention away from our goals and our dreams, and keep us stressed out, and keep us from achieving these awesome things that we're doing and that we have planned. Keep us from being able to take care of other creators, ruin good things. And, we may not all agree on everything, but I think we can at least agree, we all love this industry and want what's best for it, and we all have our own idea of how to do that. And I think it's sad.
Oh, it's sad.
Just keep drawing and get that book done. It's going to be beautiful. People are going to be very happy. And I think they're going to regret refunding it.
They are going to regret it. That's for sure.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's clearly not what other people heard.
That is clearly not what other people heard.
You guys don't see what we see. Just want to finish a book and deliver it and make our customers extremely happy. That is all I want. And to continue building a beautiful company, providing opportunities for amazing and meritorious creators, over a dozen so far, producing the best comic books the industry has to offer. We have big plans. We have amazing fans, and we're working alongside some of the most talented people in the business. We have incredible investors and an incredible opportunity. What we've done is amazing. And I'm very proud of it. Honestly, if you're missing the books, you're missing everything. You're missing the books, you're missing everything. Our books are incredible. We put everything into it. You okay? What's the matter?
I just don't like any of this.
I don't like it either. I don't like this. I came here to draw. I wanted to draw for people.
You didn't do anything.
I know we didn't do anything wrong, and it sucks. It sucks, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll be
we will be better off.
Sorry.
Hundreds, if not thousands, of people are believing garbage and are missing the books of the year. Sorry. Can you believe these hundreds of people will be missing this?
I don't know. Well, they get to watch a live meltdown, so that's what they'd rather watch. You know?
Yeah. They
They
just
would
want to.
rather watch us be so stressed out that we have a live meltdown than
Yeah,
actually
I know.
promote good things and creators and comics and help us be able to take care of other creators and get comics put back in the hands of kids. You know, priorities.
I gotta fix this ear.
That ear is whacked. And no, I'm not going to address the jerk in the comments. Here's some perspective from Mr. Clint Lowe on Facebook. Perspective. That is some perspective. Well, that's awful. very sorry, Clint. That's just awful. I thought I was having a bad day, but that's certainly perspective. Man, just what people can do in the world, it's pretty awful. All right, ear take 3 or 4. I'm gonna zoom it in and try to draw from my shoulder. And I really like drawing for people, but I may just do it on Facebook. Thank you, Coach, for picking up both issues of Red Rooster. I hope to deliver the collected edition to you very, very soon. So I really appreciate your support. Why is this driving me batty? Thank you, Lance. It's very nice of you to say. Yeah, the stickers. We are very annoyed at the stickers. The price stickers are annoying. I think they were told to stop, but not all stores listened. So it's not the stores. It's our distributors, 5 distribution centers, and we got 30 people in here, so we can talk to them about the stickers on the books. We're very unhappy about it. Our distributor, which is the principal relationship that our business has 5 distribution centers across the United States, and Walmart is their largest client, but they have tens of thousands of clients, meaning we've totally changed the game, by the way. So Walmart just happens to be their largest client. Now, if you go to Walmart, you'll see that every book in Walmart has stickers. Well, all those books went through one of these 5 distribution centers. In fact, 1 out of every 3 books sold in the country, and almost all magazines sold in the country, has been distributed by our distributor, which is amazing. But all the Walmart books get stickers, and we are a small but growing company within their ranks, but we're not like HarperCollins, so we don't wield that much influence. So all Walmart books get a sticker. So when our books went through the distribution center, I think 4 out of 5 of them put stickers on the books, the pricing stickers. And we were shocked and horrified. And then we wrote them, and then they sent out memos for the second issues, but it didn't quite take. I think maybe 1 or 2 distribution centers didn't put the stickers on. So we realized we can't get a ship that big to turn around on a dime. So we're taking more extreme measures for the release of episode 3 books. And we hope that changes things. We're going to have our printer put flyers in every single box they ship that says "Do not sticker," and these are collectibles. So we're going to have to essentially train people on collectible comic books, and it's just a learning curve for everybody. So that's the sticker thing. The reveal at the end of Nora was fun. Yeah, that was Blake Northcott's a heck of a writer, and Kelsey is of course a brilliant artist. Yeah, we're having great fun with Nora. Yeah, everybody got to tune in and have a big laugh at us, buddy. Yeah. What do you think about it? You don't have much to say about it? You laughing too? They got us all wrong, Burger Man. What do you think? You going to purr for everybody? All right. This left shoulder, I've got the ear. I did the ear. That's what I was trying to get done. It was harder than it should have been. I like the drawing, but the left shoulder is very unresolved. Let's turn that off. Okay, so I'm going to double back to that. Did I hear you purring? All right, I'll move right on down to panel 2. You okay? What's the matter? You okay? No, you want to talk? Where? What's going on?
No, are you okay?
Huh?
Are you okay?
I'm okay. What's going on in there? I gotta talk with my wife. What's going on?
Take care of some more small. You do it. Class if I'm doing
Oh, they're blasting.
or they're reading all the comments.
They're doing this on Ethan's channel.
Yes. He doesn't know tell stories. He's telling what he thinks our story is. It's, you know, so we just have to, there's nothing we can do, look, other than log and ignore.
Oops, let me just show that. I'm blocking a person here. Everything is not okay, but we'll get through it. Maybe YouTube isn't my thing.
Nothing. Just please don't respond ever at all to these people.
What are they doing?
They're just misconstruing everything.
Of course they're misconstruing everything.
We can't do anything.
Because they're nice people.
Listen, we can't control it.
Well, this is what friends do to friends, honey. This is what friends do.
They think we have some bigger part in this article, and we don't.
Of course we
They're
don't.
misconstruing our entire Walmart deal and what happened there.
Well, I was told I was rewriting history. Is that so? You mean that's going on over there?
I don't want any part. I don't want
any part of it either. I'm tired of it. At least here's a
single thing, like this entire video.
Well, this is what friends record each other, honey. That's what friends do.
Bitch, stop, please.
Oh, why was not YouTube not the place? For the same reason Twitter isn't a great place, I guess. But I really do appreciate your comment, and I'm glad you're enjoying it. I do love drawing, and I wanted to come here and do it for people. Looks like my music stopped. It did.
Premium removes interruptions from your favorite music. Start a free trial now.
Everybody needs to be on their best behavior because you're all being recorded, by the way, I was told. Sorry, it's a commercial.
Software. Software is Photoshop. I just subscribed to the Adobe suite. And hardware. So my hardware is what Commander Ron asks, or Commander Ran. So I'm using I'm drawing on a 27-inch Cintiq, Wacom Cintiq from, I don't know, 4 years ago. And I have a MacBook Pro from 2018 or 2019. It's 2018, late 2018 MacBook Pro, something like that. Yeah, no kidding. All right, the second panel is a little more detailed than the first, but we'll get through it. I just kind of do the same thing, just peck around a little bit and get some solid structure in. The ladies love Strong Boy. They do. All right. What's that? You want me to delete the stream? Start a new one? What's the deal with this one? It's already being used. I mean, used for what? I'm upset, and I think people will
You mean delete it? But I don't. What do you think? Here, let's, no, seriously. Let's talk about it. What did I say? I think these are my friends. He didn't call me. What a narcissist. The whole world revolves. Start clock. Okay, start clock. It would never occur to me to record a stream, which is not in my DNA.
Not in my DNA. But, you know, that's the way it goes, folks, on the internet. That's what journalists do, unfortunately. Take things and turn them around. Who is he? I don't know who he is. Been recorded plenty of times and had my stuff played back in little bits and out of context. And it's the kind of same tactics that you'd expect from like a far left journalist or something. It's par for the course. Not sure who he is, but people definitely record stuff. Yeah, agreed. I find their behavior usually reprehensible. Well, I mean, we were being simulcasted without my knowledge. That's what I was told anyway. As someone who hasn't, not, I am a political professional, but as someone who has not watched the news in probably a decade, and probably not believed them for longer than that, I do appreciate bringing this to light. Oops. Out of curiosity, am I using custom brushes or stock brushes? I am using custom brushes. Honestly, I can't even remember where I got all my brushes. I tune them. I've tuned my brushes and customized them and personalized them to my own tastes, that they're probably practically my own, even though I might have grabbed them from somewhere else. Blue Spectre question: since you're drawing digitally, how will fulfillment of original art pages work? I did several pages by hand. That's how.
This page is actually going a lot smoother than I thought it would. I can draw under pressure. I guess I started with Marvel. Spider-Man 2099 was my first comic book. And I did really like the X-Men. And then the Image boom happened, and then I got really into that stuff.
In our lineup, Red Rooster is the only superhero-related comic book, and technically, it's not even really a superhero book. It is a Cape and Cowls Mystery Men style adventure, I guess. So he's Batman in a barn, so he doesn't really have powers. I would say all of the characters have unique talents, but they're not super powered. Honestly, the foreshortening on Strong Boy here turned out like perfect. I'm pretty pleased. And I did it under pressure. So how do you like them apples?
Sorry, I'm back. Just went to go check on Elizabeth. Did I ever get into Valiant? I had some Valiant comic books. Another nice commenter got blocked, so I have a zero tolerance policy from here on out. It's zero tolerance here, so if you're going to come here with something negative, you can just take it to some other channels where they like that kind of stuff. Yeah, bro, he is actively drawing Red Rooster before you. Chill out. You know what it is, fandom? It's because if they had the opportunity and the talent and the drive and the passion and the ability and the opportunity, they would have done it better and they would have done it right. We screwed up and they would not have. And I think that's really what it boils down to. You ordered spaghetti and meatballs. When you make spaghetti, the meat takes the longest to cook. Sauce takes a second to heat. Noodles are soft in 5 minutes. Meat takes 10 to 15 to brown. Boom. That's how you make spaghetti. Oh, here you go. Well, I see where you're getting at it. Walmart shoppers get noodles and sauce. You were getting meat. I have so much in store for baggers. Just give it time to cook. We're almost done. We're almost done. All this took time, and now we have a future. I did what everybody wanted out of all this, which is to build an institution and a future. And now we're going to be providing for over a dozen creators, which I'm incredibly proud to do. And in the future, this could be hundreds.
How long do your pencils take on average? It's a little hard to say because for the last year and a half, my life has been very stop and go. Sometimes for weeks at a time, I'm distracted with other very important things like seeking investment capital. Not an easy task, people. Not an easy task. Building a private placement memorandum. Building decks. Designing brands. Attending board meetings. Working on our prospectus. All kinds of crazy technical things related to CEO duties that I never thought I'd have to do. So, but if I had to average it probably by hours, if I had to take a guess, I probably from start, if I include the layout, and go to finished pencils, I would say I budget about, it's 2 to 3 hours for a layout. Because I do pretty detailed layout. So I'm gonna give myself a pretty good budget, like a tough page. So let's say a tough page is 3 hours for a layout. It's about probably an additional 9 hours for pencils. And then inks is an additional, let's see, I've been at this for 3, although I've been a little distracted. Inks are an additional 6 or 7. So for me, for a whole page, I'm in for, let's see, 3, 9, 12 plus 7. I'm probably about 20 hours a page. 20 hours a page. That's probably about right from start to finish. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but that's part of the magic. Wow, that's a big compliment, but I'm a big fan of Butch, obviously. Early Valiant had mediocre art, but the best writers the industry refused to hire. Yeah, I remember the art being hit or miss. And at the time, I was just a kid, so I might not have appreciated a more sophisticated story as I do now. But we're hoping to deliver both excellent writing and excellent art, and so far so good. Well, I wouldn't. I posted your comment, but I definitely don't. I'm not calling customers Karens. So, but I do agree with the first sentence for sure. You're getting a 70-page signed. You're getting it signed with exclusive content. It will be very special. We're taking extra steps to make it even more special. But I appreciate your criticism. Believe me, if I could have done it differently, I would have, and then I wouldn't be subject to this all the time. I had one shot, people, one shot. I wish you could see. I wish you could see. One day I will write the entire story, because what gets talked about us is not true. I will write the book. And the book will shock all of you. I guarantee it. I have never met Jim Shooter. Oh, you're definitely going to want to read this book. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet. But I will begin writing it as soon as Red Rooster is done. Slowly. Not all at once. It will be shocking. If fans know what we've been through, if to create these opportunities and build this, you would be shocked. You will be shocked. You will be shocked. The sketchbook will have my commentary. So I don't know about, maybe you'll have bios. We will have bios, but they will be, you'll see. I don't want to spoil it. But anyway, suffice it to say, almost everything you hear is not true. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, it is not true. Or inaccurate. Let's say that. Or pure conjecture. I'm a little distracted and this face is looking weird. All right, that face on the strong boy's face came together really well.
That is a little bit. Here's a little funky. We'll get back to it. I feel like I kind of took a really good hand.
Oh my gosh, it's 12:40. All right, time has gotten away from me. All right, so I feel like we had a really good session, despite some sidetracks earlier in the broadcast. Somebody waits to the very end to ask the biggest question. Sure, why not? Why not? It's 1:40 or 12:40. How did you come up with Allegiance Arts? Like the name or the whole deal? So, how did I come up with Allegiance Arts? Well, I always wanted to create my own characters and do my own books. Even in high school, my plan was to. This is I'm going to give you the long answer. Why not? Let's talk about it. We got 15 people. Let's go. I'd kind of always wanted to do this. Even in high school, my plan was to go and get a job at Marvel or DC or somebody and build a fan base and then start doing my own things. So, I met Patrick in college. He's now our chief operating officer and the writer of The Futurist, which you should go check out. It's very well written, especially episode 2. Oh, he asked about the name. Okay, well that'd be a lot shorter answer. But the way Allegiance Arts came about was I wrote started sketching out a business plan when we left Marvel around 2013, and it involved creating a publishing company, which has been a vision for years. We pitched it to a couple of business people, got a little interest, and it petered out. We weren't ready. We needed to get a lot more experience, and that we did. So fast forward to 2018. We already had titles. I knew about Bass in 2013, and I immediately wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do a Bass story. Nora's Saga was something Patrick invented in 2015 or so. The Futurist we created in 2009. Red Rooster was created in 2011, 2012 or 13 maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. And a number of other projects. And I remember getting them all on the list and creating their logos and thinking that we were sitting on something really cool. And all we had to do, in fact, the metaphor I used, I said, that's a mountain full of gold. We just got to figure out how to get the gold out of the mountain. And so for a number of years, I watched and analyzed the industry, looking for a way to inject what we wanted to do into an industry that frankly couldn't support it, couldn't make the numbers work. So there was no way to make the numbers work in the direct market for us. We were too much competition, too much. They're basically Marvel and DC stores. Those customers are habitual for them. It was just way more risky, and the industry was, of course, as you all know, in a decline, and still is. So we felt like we had all these golden things, but we couldn't. We knew the gold was in the mountain, but I couldn't figure out how to get it out. So fast forward on to 2018, and then I'd looked at crowdfunding before, obviously, but Kickstarter, I would look at people's campaigns, and even solid campaigns sometimes would only get barely enough to make a comic book. I mean, 30 or 40 grand sounds like a lot of money, but it's not. It is not when you got to make a comic book. So I didn't ever want to take that kind of risk at the time. And then 2018 happened, and the winds changed. And like any good salesman, I felt the wind and smelled the moment of opportunity. And we were ready to pounce, although I wish I was more ready. I wish I had more pages of Red Rooster done before I started. It's my only regret. We saw the winds of opportunity, or caught the winds of opportunity, and hoisted our sails, and rode that to. We peppered the ground with Red Rooster stuff in advance, and it just started taking a life of its own. It started blowing up on Twitter. People started sending us fan art like crazy. It was huge, and we just knew the timing was right. We couldn't sit on it. So the plan was to have more art done, but it was sort of now or never. So we jumped off the cliff and tried to fly. And then obviously the campaign was extraordinarily successful, and it's story time. And in the wake of the success of the campaign, I started getting some attention locally or in the business community. And a friend of mine who's a big comic book fan said, you should go talk to this businessman and a business person and pitch him on it. He might be interested in helping you guys out or seeing what can happen out of it. And so I did, and I already had a kind of a business pitch. My pitch was, you got to go around the direct market. They're what I called underserved communities, and they are, because I would go around, and for years I would pitch books. I would ask people questions, and one of the questions I would ask would be, where did you discover a comic book? And 9 times out of 10, I was told exactly my experience. I found it at the drugstore, or the Kroger, or the local grocery, or the 7-Eleven, or whatever it is. Nobody found a comic book in a comic book shop. It's very, very rare. And while comic book shops are amazing and awesome and offer curated experiences, and I'm glad they're there, it is not where people found them. So my vision and my pitch from the very get-go was, we gotta get comic books back into people's backyards, and make them discoverable and accessible. So if a young person, a young mind has to just find this thing on the shelf, and it has to be a eureka moment of It just has to be a complete eureka moment that transforms them and transfixes them. Sorry, it's late. And that was my pitch, and I stuck with it, and I pitched that all around for months and months as one door began to open another, and then we eventually got the chance. We did. Okay, the story really starts in the boardroom of a man from Northwest Arkansas who runs an executive placement firm, and I'm about 3 hours from Northwest Arkansas. That's where Walmart is. And Walmart was a long shot. It was the dream, but it was a long shot. But so we got a random meeting after we just pitched a vendor rep firm, and it was awesome. They were hugely interested. We poured our passion out for this industry and for this hobby and for what could be accomplished, and outlined the issues with it and how they could be solved. And we just got validation after validation. But then we got this random meeting. And it was Shark Tank. We go into this guy's office, and he's like essentially the godfather of Northwest Arkansas. And we pitch. The guy lets us talk for like 15 minutes, and then just waves his hand and stops. And you can tell he's reading our body language the whole time. So he just puts his hand up and says, "I've heard enough." I remember exactly what he said. He said, "I hear 10 of these things a week, but I haven't heard something this exciting in years." And he said, "I want you guys to come up here in a month, and I'm going to get people in this conference room. I'm going to get the right people in here, and people I think you should meet. And I want you to do this whole thing over again, but do the whole dog and pony show." We just did a cold pitch. It was like there was no props. There were no props, no graphs, nothing fancy. It was just us pouring out our passion. And so we came up a month later, and a distributor rep was in that meeting, and they fell in love with it, as did a vendor rep. And those two relationships came out of that meeting. And the vendor rep said, what you need to go to Walmart or any other big company as a vendor rep, they just represent you to the buyers of those big box stores. That's the way that system works. So the vendor rep was a former Disney executive, and he just loved it. He was doing some other kind of like cool retro things within Walmart, and he thought this was really neat. Sorry, I got distracted reading a comment. The vendor rep took us on, and the vendor rep has the relationships with the Walmart buyer. And then the distributor took us on, and it'll blow your mind. It will blow your mind once I fully reveal what's really gone on. So the vendor rep, about a couple months later, got us a audience with the Walmart buyer, books buyer, and that was at the end of October. It was the last couple of days, maybe, of October of 2018. We prepared for weeks. I prepared a pitch to the Walmart buyer. It was dog and pony to the extreme. And Elizabeth as well, and our business partner, is now our former business partner that helped us get this off the ground, and connected us with, introduced us to, help make us phone calls and all that kind of good stuff. So introduced us to a couple of people. So the three of us pitched the books buyer, and we crushed it. Crushed it. I've never felt so good about a presentation in my entire life. We had found out just about a month or so before, the vendor rep said that Dan Didio, about a year before we did, flew into Bentonville and did the same thing. Did the exact same thing. He pitched the buyer. He pitched a couple other executives about something else, and Walmart turned him down. Walmart turned Dan Didio down and then said yes to us. So let that sink in. So fast forward, I get back to work on Red Rooster after the pitch is over because I prepared for weeks on it, and I was way behind schedule, of course, of course. So I go and sit down and I go to draw Red Rooster for a little bit, and then thankfully, at least I took one vacation that I had pre-planned this vacation before and purchased the tickets before the campaign ever started. But we took a vacation in December right before Christmas, and with a cruise with some friends. And when you're on the cruise, your phone you don't have service. And so once we got back into port, I had like all these messages on my phone from our former business partner. And it was, they said yes. They need you to make 8 books in 4 months. And then my life exploded. So they need you to make 8 titles. They want 8 titles, and we want to publish go to print in 4 months. And I'm like, what? What? Are you crazy? That's not doable. And we knew it wasn't doable. And we proceeded. Then from that moment on, we were on the insanity hamster wheel of impossibility. We also had to go find investment capital because the business didn't have any money. It was a dream and a vision, and then a opportunity, and then we had to go and find capital. So we had to make the books in an unrealistic time, and then we had to build a brand, so in a website and everything associated with that, and it all got put on me and Elizabeth. Mostly it put on me and Elizabeth, and capitalize the company and get a PPM, and it was insane. It was insane. So obviously we couldn't hit those dates, and we kept revising the dates, and it takes a long time to create a comic book from scratch. I started calling talent. I made so many phone calls. I was on the phone for just weeks at a time, talking to some really interesting and cool people that you would definitely know and have heard of. That some people were interested, others not really, and hoping some of them will come back around and participate with us. That's essentially the story of how Allegiance Arts got started. And I think you guys kind of know the rest of the story. I couldn't talk about it publicly, so here I was way late on my Red Rooster campaign, and people were just really getting upset with us. And I couldn't say anything. I could say nothing about it. And I'm telling you guys, the deal with the distributor is insane. So what we've been able to do is, once I reveal it all, it will blow your minds. So we did all that, and that's what. And I couldn't say anything, and so finally, at some point, I just told everybody I've got to talk to my backers because I don't feel right. It just was at a breaking point, and I have a friend who I will definitely have a witness who kind of worked me through that because I was pretty much in a crisis mode because I was very disassociative because I am not a dishonest person at all, and I was holding this thing inside, and I couldn't talk about it because we didn't want to jeopardize it or give competitors an advantage. We didn't want to reveal our hand to our competitors. Primarily, that's what our investors wanted and our partners. But anyway, I finally broke down and just spilled all the beans in a post in a backer update. And then I don't think anybody believed us. But when we went on, we made the books. We ran that Allegiance Bundle campaign, and we fulfilled it on time. We went through some. I can't tell it all, but we went through some insane stuff. And Elizabeth is, you have Elizabeth to thank for this whole company, really, when it boils down to it. Once the full story is told, you have Elizabeth to thank because she really fought for this in a lot of ways. We got our corrugate, we did our displays. We printed 3,600 comic book displays, and that was insane. Logistics with printer and 5 distribution centers. We brought in Patrick as our chief operating officer around June of 2019. Finally got the books out. Finally got the books to the printer and scheduled for May, right as COVID blanketed the nation. It's just been insane. It's been nuts. 3 people, yes. There's 3 of us in the company. There's myself and Elizabeth and Patrick. We are customer service. We are marketing. Patrick is a writer. Elizabeth is a colorist, and I'm of course an artist, and I'm also helping in color. I'm also the CEO, and she's the president. Elizabeth Patrick is chief operating officer. He interfaces with our distributor and printer, doing logistics for us. Elizabeth has brokered some really cool deals. I'm basically the pitch man and the salesman. So we're all spinning plates. None of us are getting very much sleep. And haven't for a year and a half. And what else are we doing? Brokering deals, working with legal. I mean, the list is long. I'm just a little tired. Back to the other question. I guess that really kind of explains it. I guess mostly up to speed. There's a lot more to the story, and I'm going to write about it. And it's the stuff I'm leaving out is even more interesting. Oh, accounting. Elizabeth reminds me she did accounting. She does accounts and billing, so she's the one that pays all the talent. And of course, I keep the messaging going on social media, so I'm the social media person, getting the word out about everything and pitching the books to people and getting people excited. And I do all the interviews and that kind of stuff. And I also bring everybody to the dance. I'm the one calling the talent. I'm the producer. I produce the books. Patrick is the editor on top of COO. He's also editor in chief. So he edits all the books and I produce all the books. And Elizabeth pays for all the books. It's bonkers. And we did this on a shoestring budget. We do have investors in our company, but what sounds like a lot of money is not a lot of money. This was not bankrolled by Silicon Valley billionaires. This was a small number of people that were very small number of individuals that got excited about the possibility and wanted in early and wanted to. They believed in us. They believed in our team, and they believed in us, and thought we could pull it off. So the name Allegiance Arts came about through our former partner. He had a company called Allegiance Consulting, and he said that it tested well. And we didn't have a name, and I had a list of a few things, but none of them were really sticking. And I was like, oh, well, he came from a marketing background, and I trusted him. And he said it tested well, and he said, why don't we just call it Allegiance? And I said, well, we'll have to call it Allegiance Arts. And then he said, well, why not Allegiance Arts and Entertainment? And that's the way it came to be. So that was the easiest part of the story. So there you go. You got story time. That's how that came to be. I had a couple other questions. I sold it. We sold it. Scotty Richard says, will it be possible to offer backers some kind of surprise bonus as a thanks for being patient? That is very possible and also inevitable. So thanks for sticking with us. We believe you'll be very happy when you receive your package. That's our goal. Yeah. You don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. And one day I'll write the book. Some Walmarts are poorly managed. That is correct. So it is a mixed bag. Thankfully, our Walmart is a very well-run store. It's like No Limits Records. I'll have to go look up their story. I don't know about that. Did I use props? Yes, I used props in the Walmart meeting for sure. We printed out all these covers. I went and painted like 2 or 3 mock covers for other books that you guys don't even know about yet. Just to say, hey, this is an IP thing. We have depth. We've got a bench and we have a network of talent. We had Butch Geist committed, and we had David Williams committed, and we had Kelsey Shannon committed, and a few other parties that allowed us to use their names that were very interested in working with us, and hopefully will as well. But they were very impressed. Fandom Stranger says the best part of you being CEO is that you can't get screwed in the same way Shooter got screwed out of Valiant. I don't know the details of that story, but I know people that know Jim Shooter, and they say he's a real stand-up guy. So I'll take their word for it. But this is accurate. Elizabeth and I are the majority. We are very much the majority shareholders of the company, and we do control it. And one of the reasons we want to do this and wanted to make sure we were in this position is because we've seen talent get screwed. We've seen artists taken advantage of, and we want to be a place that we are a place that doesn't do that. We know what it's like. We've been taken advantage of. We've seen it. We've experienced it. And so this is a place where meritorious and deserving is the same thing. Meritorious talent can come and be treated right, and know that we speak from their experiences. It says, my Walmart stopped carrying Allegiance books. Yeah, your manager might have sent them back. It's possible. Or although every store that got the first books will receive every shipment. So that's sorry, I clap my hands. I have a bad habit. I clap my hands together and squeezed them. So if you heard a toot, that's what that was. I've got to break that habit. So yeah, if your Walmart stopped carrying the books, the manager might have sent the display back, or it might have got left on the floor and they just got frustrated with it, or the merchandisers didn't work it properly. But we are told by our distributor that every store that's on our list gets a new shipment. So when we ship out episode 3 books, they're going to your store. So they may not put them out. They may just sit in a box. Also, the merchandisers, we've learned, are not fast. They're not exactly timely. And with COVID, that stretched that out even longer. So the merchandisers are even slower to get product out on the shelf. This is a problem that's not just happening with us. We're told we're the first. We're doing this for the first time, but our vendor rep tells us that this is very common and very frustrating. And it's not just us, and it's not just Walmart. It's sort of just a systemic issue. But please check back. Especially after we release episode 3, check back and see if they put them out. The display they probably trashed, but the merchandisers have been instructed, every single one of them, and I know they have. They've been instructed to put the books somewhere in the young adult or somewhere near or in the young adult book section. So check back there if there's no display. All right. Well, I told you the story and answered your questions. And I think that's about it for the night. I'm going to sign off. See y'all tomorrow.